Hey everybody, it's Friday. It is May the 5th. All right, Cinco de Mayo, and we're here in the annex with 10 kittens. Oh my goodness, 10 kittens, can you believe it? And one mom cat who's got to take care of them all. It's like some crazy sitcom premise. So I just wanted to give everybody a chance to see the kittens up close, because I know it's been a few days and they've been changing so much, and I don't want you guys to miss it, but I have to admit, I have been run ragged trying to help out with these kittens. That's Drizzle, who just chomped on DJ. Tiny little Drizzle. So we've got the medium-sized kittens, which is what we're going to call them. The medium kittens are the ones that are actually Puddles kittens, the 5 of them. And then we've got the tiniest tinies that are her surrogate kittens that are all over here nursing at the moment. There she is, the worn out mom. Boy, I think I've got a right to complain. It's nothing compared to what she's going through. And then we also have the largest kittens that are all downstairs playing right now, and we'll try to go see them at the end of this too, so we get to see everybody. But I set up the scale here so that we have an excuse to look at their faces up close, and also so we can get everybody's weights. I got some of the weights a few minutes ago when I tried to feed everybody, but some of them were busy nursing and I didn't want to interrupt, so I didn't get everybody's weights. So let's see if we can go in some kind of order and start with Raindrop, who is, the one that's playing in my lap right now. So this is Raindrop, who's been showing her butt by sitting upside down in my lap through the beginning of this close-up. And you can see, what do you need?
Can I hold her?
Oh, you can, but I was going to put her on the scale first. And show everybody, like I said, her face up close. So that's little Raindrop. Look how beautiful she's looking. We'll set her on the scale for just a second. Raindrop weighs 18.9 ounces this morning. And if you don't remember how to tell them apart, Raindrop is a brown tabby who has just plain brown paws as well. And that's basically how we tell Raindrop from her closest twin is Drizzle, who is also a brown tabby who has sort of plain brown paws, but has these big black spots on either side of her nose, much bigger than everybody else's. And that's still how I tell them apart. Drizzle's also darker. Nice jump, Driz. But it's hard to tell that on the camera, which one's darker and which one's not, if you're not looking directly at them. So let's go in order, though. Got to pull Bud over here, and he doesn't need to be nursing. The big kids are just nursing for comfort. Besides that, if we get him out of the way and get this one out of the way, Mom might be able to lie down. These kittens are super noisy. The little tiny kittens, super, super noisy. Oh, and because Bud is all black, and it does appear Bud's going to be a long-haired cat, which is fun. We call it floof. I don't know who started that. It wasn't me, but it appears that Bud's going to be a real floofy kitten. So anyway, because he's all black, though, every little thing that he's got in his fur shows up super bright on the camera. Sorry about that. Still, that's our Bud, and he is such a case of nominative determinism from DJ, where he is the best little bud of everybody. Okay, 16.4 ounces, just over a pound. He is the best bud of literally everybody. He loves the kittens. He loves me and DJ. He comes and he wants to sit on your lap. He wants to climb you. He wants all the attention he can possibly get. Speaking of wanting attention, this is their mom, and as long as she's sitting right here, let's see if we can grab her weight, because that's a rare treat. Come here. This is Puddles, their mom of the middle kittens, whoops, and the surrogate mom of the tiny kittens. Okay, 7.27 pounds, so she's kind of a small cat. She is really sweet. She's still exactly in the same place socially that she was, which is that she really wants to get out of the room once in a while, but she doesn't want the faculty around her. On the other hand, she's not a fighter. She's not going to start any trouble, so I think she's going to get along. She's exactly like Nibbles used to be when she first started getting let out, which is if anybody gets close to her, she hisses at them and wants them to go away, but she's not going to pursue them or start a fight. She just wants them to show her proper respect and stay back. So that's a good sign, but she hasn't had enough time to work on getting past that stage, like Nibbles is way past that now and just gets along with everybody. Now you're going to hear a lot of noise from these kids because, like I said, they're all big yellers, and I know it's been super disturbing for some of us, but especially disturbing for their surrogate mom, whose kittens were the quietest kittens ever and hardly made a noise. They kind of hissers at first, but They were so quiet the whole time that they were this age, whereas these guys yell at the slightest provocation. DJ's doing a blanket change back there. Yeah, that's why she's... here, there's a good thick one right here to start with.
Hang on, I need to wipe that.
Okay, no, that's good. DJ's cleaning some stuff up while we're doing the close-up, and that's cool. So where were we? We did the first 2 kittens, and then I got distracted by everything going on. So let's pick it up with, let's see, kitten number 3 would be Brawley. Brawley is our tortie, and she's got the cutest little short fur. Really the opposite of Bud in that sense, where Bud's fur is particularly long. Hers is unusually short and fuzzy. Let's get a good picture of your beautiful face. Would you look up at the camera for us, though? Can we do that? There. Oh, look at that beautiful face. Oh, my goodness. So that's Brawley. And tiny the scale turned itself off. It got tired of waiting for us. So I see someone saying, don't they have a real mom? Yeah, well, I mean, everybody's got a real mom. Hang on a second here. Brawley weighs 18.3. 18.2 or 18.3 for Brawley. Good job, Brawley. These kids, the big kids, are all so healthy. So, they do have a real mom, of course, but their real mom is feral, and we would like them to grow up to be kittens that can be really fun for people and adopted, and they are going to be awesome that way. So that's why they didn't get to go back with their mom, even after she was brought into the vet. But it's better for everybody this way, for sure. And some kittens just talk more than others. We've had kittens that are here with their own mom that yell all the time. It's just that we haven't had a group like that in a couple groups, so it seems very loud and unexpected a lot of the time. Also, these kids have been... We've had to do a lot of supplemental feeding for them, so I think sometimes they are hungry, but it's been a little tricky to get them to nurse. So we're keeping up with it, though. Their weight gains day over day are fantastic, and they're doing great. They're trying to climb up me. Okay, so where were we? We just did Brawley, which brings us to Sprout. Sprout, you can tell by being the brown tabby with the white feet. So I don't see... Oh, there you are. Here's Sprout right here. Sprout's, like I said, brown tabby like the others, but has these little white toesies on 3 of her 4 feet. So let's put her on here before the scale decides to quit on us again. And then we'll look at her face. 19.6. 19.6, and here's our little Sprout. You look so unimpressed right now. Okay, so that's Sprout. Then Sprout, I would say, is in second place socially, right after Bud. And so she's a sweetie that's always trying to climb on us and hang out and take care of the kittens too. She is the biggest at taking care of the little kittens, where she will sit with them very often and try to snuggle with them and try to get them to shut up. She does what she can, and it's so cute to see a big sister taking care of all the little sisters. So that leaves one kitten who is Drizzle, who I did mention before, but I don't remember if we actually weighed. This is Drizzle right here. And as you know, Drizzle's the one that's got those big black spots next to her nose. And we're going to put her right there. And we're going to see that she weighs 16.8 ounces today. That's a great weight for you. Okay, now you can go wherever you want. There you go. Little Bud, like I said, a lap kitten. Sorry, I've got all these spots of kitten milk all over my pants. Like I said, we've been real busy trying to take care of the kittens. And it does take its toll on all of us. So, okay, now let's do the little tiny kittens that are trying to climb up in my lap too. They are impressively advanced for their age, probably because they have been through so much and because they've been sort of taken care of by their older siblings. I think it makes a big difference, and it shows. All right, I'm putting them all in my lap. Maybe I was hoping that would calm them down, but they're still going to make a lot of noise, and we're just going to have to keep going. So let's go in order here. Let's see if I can get all the names without looking. But my brain's not functional yet, so hang on. Boot it up. We've got some eyes here on this one, who is named for a Wellies. This is Wellington's. So this is Wellies, Wellington. Little boy, and maybe the only boy in this class, although I'm having second thoughts about Thunder. I've got to recheck Thunder again. Anyway, you can tell Wellington by the fact that, Wellington is a gray and white and has this distinct pattern on his back that looks like a little circle, little white dot. Yeah, you can try whatever you want. They're so yelly. 5.3 ounces is how much you weigh. I know, and you have everything to say about it. Now, if I put them up to my nose and kind of breathe on them, hang on. They're a little inconsolable right now. Well, that'll typically calm them down, but it's hard for me to do that while we're doing this close-up anyway, so I'm not doing it right. Oh, DJ's gonna give them a very fuzzy blanket to pee on instantly, but it's a good idea. I think yeah, maybe they want something fuzzy. Okay, so we just saw and weighed little Wellington, so we'll put him over here first, and maybe he'll think he's got a mom. Oh, that shut him up. Oh, for half a second. Okay, Wellington. Well, what's your beef, Wellington? I had to say it at least once. Okay. Let's go for number 2, who has this pattern on her back that is, she's a gray tabby also, but her pattern is much different than Wellington's pattern. I don't know how to describe it though. A series of dots, the one with the most white, I guess. And her eyes are starting to open, not quite as far as Wellington's. Hi. Name is Daffodil, or Daffy. We're going to put Daffy right there for a second. And we're going to see that she weighs 5.2. That's probably about the same. Hang on one sec before you take her away. Okay, let's go over here and hang out in this surrogate mom cat, I guess. Well, it does seem to have calmed them down a little bit, but maybe they just don't know what to make of it yet. Okay, now number 3 is this one, who has a pretty solid gray tabby back and also is very round right now and probably needs to have a big poop. Had a tiny poop for me this morning, but is going to be way ahead on the weights. And this is, wait, don't tell me, Pollen. This is Pollen, and she has one eye all the way open and one eye part way open this morning. And she weighs 5.6. Okay, good. 5.6. Big Paul. Yeah, tall Pollen. There we go. You can sit right there. Till DJ decides to take you on her lap. She's trying everything to get these kids to quiet down. I'll give them another feeding real soon. I did just try to feed them, and there weren't many takers. They take the food really well when they're hungry. I also pooped all of them. And some of them pooped and some of them didn't, and they all peed. So I know once you've done the pooping, the peeing, and the feeding, if they're still yelling, it's hard to tell what to do for them. Okay,